All right, no video last week. Things are a little crazy around here at Plug Your Holes. That happens once in a while. This week we're going to talk about how big is too big. So sit tight, strap in, get ready to fly. I'm Sam Dean. This is The Breakdown. How big is too big? I guess the real question is, how big is too big for what? Is it too big to get a job? Too big to close up? Too big for your body to handle? Well, that's exactly what we're gonna talk about right now. Let's start with employment. For example, Plug Your Holes doesn't give a gosh darn how big your ears are or how small they are. Places like McDonald's, however, want you to be typically below the size of a dime as far as your stretched ears go, and the military doesn't want you to have stretched ears at all. Some companies cite liability issues, and I don't buy it. The reality is a lot of people are incredibly uncomfortable, even in this day and age, with stretched ears. The bigger the stretch, the more uncomfortable they are. And for most companies, this just comes down to a PR issue, especially when they're major corporations. The only time I really see a reason for this is when it's a high danger profession, like an electrician. A good buddy of mine can't wear steel on the job, and a few other people I know that work in high danger professions can't really have stretched ears due to the fact that they need to know where all their limbs are at all time. With all that being said, how big is too big for corporations? Well, unfortunately, big corporations are going to set pretty black and white rules about it. The good thing about that is you can usually find these by Googling whatever company you're looking and working for's employee handbook. A lot of times it's going to say the size or what other piercings they allow or don't allow, visible tattoos and things of the sort. So get yourself on Google and take a look. Smaller businesses, however, are going to be a lot more inclined to hire on merit, or maybe just if they like you or not. And if you ever feel an interview is going south with a smaller business, remind them that it is your merit that they're hiring and not your appearance. Because at the end of the day, what else do you have to lose? The way bigger picture here comes down to what you're going to be doing long term and understanding how that look is going to affect your profession. And also understanding how hard you're willing to work to prove that look wrong. The next one is, how big is too big to be able to close my ears in the future? We get this one a lot. Unfortunately, it is not a universally answerable question. The problem is that the elasticity of your skin varies from person to person. In addition to that, you lose elasticity as you age. Typically, most people don't have any problem shrinking back down from 0 or 00, sometimes even ½ inch to a unnoticeable size. What I tell a lot of people, especially at larger sizes, is don't worry about closing, worry about shrinking. Getting down to a manageable size like 0 or 00 is a lot more hideable, and you're gonna have a lot better luck concealing that in the job place. Once you get down to 0 or 00, you can buy a lot of jewelry that people won't even realize is necessarily jewelry for a stretched piercing. Lastly, how big can you stretch your ears before your body says no? The largest ears that I am aware of are 5½ inches. That's huge. And I think that the human body will allow 6 inches, and I don't think we'll ever quite see 7. It doesn't quite seem to add up. But for most people, even reaching 2 is a bit of a stretch. Pun intended. So there it is. We all just got a little smarter. Next week on The Breakdown, we're going to talk about tapers and weights and other ways to stretch your ears. In the meantime, please like and comment and subscribe, and let us know if you have any ideas for future videos. This is The Breakdown. As always, thank you very much. Cheers.